Hello everyone. Today we shall look into a scenario where we could calculate the last n months data. Let us see how to do it. Here we have a date table where I have the data from 2018 till 2022 in the date table. But in my sales data, I have the data till only 2020, I believe 2021 actually. Here you could see that in the ascending order we have the dates from January 1st. If I click on descending, you could notice that the data is from December 30, 2022 in my date table. Okay, let us clear the sort and let us view the data in sales data. Okay, so here I am in my sales data, and if I could see the dates in ascending order, here you could see the data is from January 3rd 2018, and if I sort in descending order, the data is till December 2021. Okay, as you could see here, the data is from December 31st 2021. Okay, let us understand how to calculate the last n months data. We need to make few changes in order to make it possible within the date table. I'll move to date table. Let us create a new column where I could get the month year. Okay, so I'll select this new column. Okay, here I have, I'll write month year equal to, I'll write format. In the value I'll input the date table date column, I'll put a comma. In the format I would require month and then year, so I'll write year in this format. I'll close the parenthesis and hit enter. Okay, here I have the month and year. You could notice that it is in text format. It is absolutely fine. I'll create a new column where I would like to create the year and month number. So in order to make it possible, I'll again similarly write year month equal to format. I'll take the date column from the date table, I'll put a comma. In the format I want year and month within digits, so I'll enter double M, close the parenthesis and hit enter. Here you could notice that my year month column, now it is in numbers, but the data type is in text. I'll select the data type and change it to whole number. I'll change the data type to whole number so that I could rank it and sort it out. Okay, here I have year month number, which is the column of year month, and I'll make a rank which is year month rank so that I could utilize it in my measure for the last 10 months data. So I'll click on the new column again. I'll create a rank x function where it could give me the year month rank. So I'll write year month rank equal to, I'll type rank x where it could bring me the ranks. Here in the table parameter I'll write all except. Okay, in the table name I'll provide the date table, and in the column name I would use this year month column. Okay, I'll close the parenthesis, I'll put a comma. Here in the second parameter, okay, here in the second parameter you could take the year column of date, multiply it with 100 and add the month column of the date, so that we could in the expression you enter this because you need to get the ascending values based upon the value calculated. So here for the value I'll put a comma. Okay, in the order I'll take this ascending, I'll put a comma, and in the ties I'll take this dense, so that you could calculate the function based upon the year month. I'll close the parenthesis and hit enter. I'll show you the output how it is being sorted. Okay, let us sort the year month column so that you could understand the rank how it is working. I'll click on this sort this ascending. Here you could see that the year month rank, it is 1 for January month, okay, and it is 2 for February month, and so on. it will follow the rank because we calculated based upon this year month in an ascending manner. Let us create a measure here by selecting the measure table. I'll select the measure table and click on this creating a new measure. Let us calculate the last 10 months sales value. So here I'll write the name as sales value equal to, here I'll create a variable called end rank, where I would like to calculate the end rank based upon the selection. Here I'll write calculate. I would like to calculate the maximum value of year month rank which I have created. Okay, and I'll close the parenthesis. I'll put a comma. I'll write a filter condition or filter function where I'll input the table parameter as all selected. Okay, and I'll input the date column of date table. I'll put a comma. Here I'll write the filter expression as not is blank, where my total sales is not blank. I want to calculate the maximum value of year month rank only for those values. So I'll input this filter argument. Okay, I'll close the parenthesis of filter function. I'll close the parenthesis of calculate. I'll create another variable which is called as result. Okay, where we are calculating the total sales. I'll write calculate total sales. Okay, I'll again use a filter condition where we'll write the logic for date rank related thing. I'll take the parameter of table as date table, and in the filter expression I'll write date year month rank is greater than end rank. Okay, we have this end rank variable which is created. For example, suppose that if we want for past 10 months data, what I'll write is I'll enter a arbitrary value, or I could say hard coded value as 10 for now. I'll show it how to make it dynamic. I'll write and condition or logical and. Okay, I'll again take the year month column, year month rank, and I want this to continue till the end of the rank. So I'll write less than or equal to end rank. This is our filter condition where we are calculating the total sales in order to get the appropriate result. So I'll return result so that we could get the appropriate value for the past 10 months data. Okay, let us view it in a visual. I'll commit this. Our measure is working fine. We shall go to the report view. Okay, now here we are in our report view. Okay, I'll click on this clustered line chart so that I could show you how month year values are varying. Here I'll click on this clustered line chart. Okay, I'll little expand it. In the x-axis I'll bring month year column from the date table. Okay, in the column of y-axis I'll bring in the sales value measure which is being written right now. Okay, here you could see that we have past 10 months data. Okay, so in order to sort this values, in order to sort the values of which is in the x-axis, what we should do is we shall select this month year column. In the top in column tools we have this sort by column. Okay, we can sort it by year month rank, where the data could be sorted based upon the year month rank which has been created. Okay, it is working on it. As soon as it has sorted, click on this 3 dots, sort axis. Okay, click on sort axis, click on this month year, and then we could change it into an ascending manner. Now it is in descending manner, right? We could change it into ascending manner. So this is how we sort the month year based upon the year month rank which has been calculated. Now you could see that past 10 months the data is provided till December 2021. So for the past 10 months you could see that there are 10 columns, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns where the sales data is represented for the past 10 months. Now in order to make it little more dynamic, what we could do is we could create a calculated table. Okay, here what I could do is I could click on this home tab, or I could click on this modeling tab, and I could click on this new table. Here I'll write a function of for generate series, where I could generate the series of around since it is from 2018 to 2021, it is for 4 years. I'll type 48 months. Okay, you could of course change the value, but here I'll write number of months equal to, I'll write generate series. Okay, start value is 1, I'll put a comma, end value is 48, I'll put a comma, increment value is 1. Okay, once you create this table of number of months, a calculated table will be created with the values ranging from 1 to 48. Okay, we'll see in the data view. Here we have this number of months column being created. You could see that the value column is being created for 48 rows, right? So what we shall do is we shall get back to our data where we have created the measure. Okay, here in the place of 10, what I'll do is I'll remove this. I'll write selected value function, and I'll take the number of months value column. Instead of taking it directly like entering it directly, I'll take this I'll use this function of selected value and bring in the value dynamically. Now we'll see how this will work by making a slicer. I'll get back to the report view. Okay, here I'll make a slicer. I'll go to the home tab. I'll select a slicer. So in this slicer, what I'll do is I'll bring in the value of last 10 months. Here from the number of months, I'll bring this value column. Okay, here I have brought the value column. I could rename it as last n months. Okay, here in this chart, I could see that the sales value is present and the month year is present. Okay, here I'll select this slicer, make it into vertical list. Okay, now we have, since no month is selected, our data is not appearing. Suppose if I click on 6, now you could see that past 6 months data is appearing. Now if I click on 10, past 10 months data will appear. So this is how last 10 months, once you create this selected value variable, or you could say function where it is not hard coded, it will pick the value from this slicer. Whatever you select, the data will vary. For example, if at all I want to see along the profit along with the sales, I could copy this measure. I could create a new measure in my measure table. I'll write the name as profit value equal to, I'll paste the measure. Okay, here what we need to do is we need to just change the total sales to the total profit. So I'll write sum of profit, sales profit column, so that it could calculate the total profit instead of total sales. Now we shall bring into the line axis, like you could say secondary y-axis or line y-axis, in order to view this data. Now this profit value measure is being created. Okay, and we shall click on this chart. We shall bring in the profit value to the y-axis in a line format. Okay, I'll select this build visual. In the line y-axis, I'll bring this measure which is being created, which is profit value. As soon as I bring it here, you could notice that a line is being created. I'll little format it by turning on the data labels. Now you could see that for whatever the last 10 months you select, the data will vary. Suppose if I select the last 2 months, only last 2 months will be provided with along with the sales and the profit in y-axis. So this could be helpful in order to view the data in a dynamic way based upon the selection. If at all there is country, brand and other columns, you want to put it as slicers and you want to filter according to that, you can even do that, right? So in order to make the x-axis labels visible, you make sure that you provide enough space in your report. This is all for today. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet in the next video.